It's time for the match game, Hollywood Squares Hour with, from Aftermath, William Christopher. From Duck Factory, Teresa Ganzel. From Simon & Simon, Tim Reed. Robert Donner. Fanny Flagg. And the stars of the match game Hollywood Squares Hour, Gene Rayburn and John Bauman.
New week. It's the big new week.
Howdy, howdy.
It's a hot new week.
We are not in our usual studio. Usually we're in Studio 3. Today we're in Studio 2. And I noticed the audio is 1,000 times better here, isn't it?
So far.
Yes. Everything's great. Are you cold?
No.
Can we do something to... Listen, did you have the garlic bread? We all had a little dinner break here. You didn't have...
No garlic bread for me.
Did I have the garlic bread?
Garlic bread.
Yeah, I had the garlic bread. All right. Hey, William, what do you
Hello
say?
there, Gene.
His
Nice
name
to
is
see
William.
you.
We'll call him Bill, okay?
You may. We've known each other a long time now.
Yes, sir. Nice to see you again. And Fanny, welcome back from the East.
Thank
Tim,
you.
glad to have you back. Let's greet our two players here, Wendy Lawson and Gene Harai. How do you do? Wendy, we're going to find out a little bit about you.
Okay, I'm a real estate agent in Orange County. I'm very happily married. I'm an avid reader. I read everything I can on positive thinking. And we're expecting our first child November 2nd.
Well, good luck with that venture.
Thank you.
Say something for me.
Say
Say,
something.
boop, boop, be doop.
Boop, boop, be doop.
Okay.
It didn't work.
Boop, boop, be doop. Hello, Gene.
Hi.
Your name is Gene, right?
Right.
Tell
Can't
us about
forget it.
you.
Well, I was born and raised in California. I'm a manager, work for a restaurant chain in Southern California, and I enjoy traveling, and I'm an avid sports fan.
Where have you been, Gene?
I like Canada, Mexico.
Have
love
you been
Canada.
to the Valley?
I live in the valley.
Oh, you live in the Valley. Yes, he's
That's
been
not
to the
traveling.
Valley. The dreaded Valley. All right, let's begin the match game. Aha. Now we're going to play 3 rounds. Thank you. There's nothing. For my next trick, the winner at the end of the 3rd round will go on to challenge our returning champion on Hollywood Squares for a chance to win up to $30,000. Wendy won the toss. We'll ask her to go first.
B, please.
All right. Boop, boop, be doop. Hey, there's a new insurance out that's really cheap. And it's called... Thank you. I'll tell you how cheap it is. It's called Mutual of the Arctic. The only problem is they only pay off if you get run over by a blank.
It's right here in this studio. We can really
Right.
get into this. It is
Yeah.
chilly.
It's very cold in here today, so this is a good
But the
first
audio
round
is great.
question.
Mutual of the Arctic.
Right.
Yeah.
Arctic.
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 Did you write that?
No, I didn't write that. One of our 9 young weirdo writers wrote it.
You wrote the boop boop be doo though.
Boop,
didn't
boop, be
you?
doop. Yes.
I thought that was yours.
Her voice was vaguely reminiscent of a wonderful singer who was popular many years ago called Betty Boop. And she sang a song, Boop Boopy Doop. How did that song go? Anybody remember that?
Yip, 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 boom, 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 boop, boopy doo.
That's it. You
That's
got
it.
Okay, Wendy. This new insurance out that's really cheap, Mutual of the Arctic. The only problem is they only pay off if you get run over by a blank.
An ice truck.
An ice truck? Well, didn't have that in mind. Wendy,
Oh.
round 1 questions are tough. You haven't quite got the hang of it yet, and you may never. But we'll find out. William?
Well, when I visited the Arctic, I felt the main object was to stay out of the way of the polar bears. But after giving it due consideration, I felt that I liked the answer iceberg.
An iceberg.
An iceberg.
Okay, there's one possibility. All right, Fanny.
Well, I started to say ice truck, but I didn't. I said penguin.
A penguin. All right, there's a good one. Tim?
I tell you, selling ice in the Arctic is big business.
Yeah.
I figured an Eskimo would be driving the
An
truck.
Eskimo. All right. All those things are good. Seal and all that sort of thing. Penguin. What do you got?
I actually went with a polar bear.
A polar bear. Got run over by
For
a
several
polar
years.
bear.
It was in high school.
There's one really terrific answer which no one has thought of yet. Maybe Teresa has.
No,
Maybe.
I went with polar bear.
Polar bear. All right. Bob, what do you got?
Well, maybe I've got that wonderful answer you were
Maybe
talking
you
about,
have,
Gene.
because
Yes,
you're a wonderful
do you know
person.
how happy that'd make me?
That'd make you very happy.
I said Eskimo.
Eskimo. I was thinking
Then
of
again?
run over by a dog sled.
I always put dog sled.
Wasn't that good? Or snowmobile or
Polar
something
bear
like
was gonna
that.
match.
Well, Wendy, now you got the idea, haven't you? Gene, I hope you're going to get the idea here. Rona Barrett said. She said the real reason Boy George wears all that makeup is that he has a secret identity. Underneath all that lipstick and rouge, it's blank.
Oh, I like this one.
That's a good one. I mean, these are the best first round questions we've had in ages. Ready, Tim?
Yeah.
All right, late in the slot there, and here we go, Gino. Okay. Rona Barrett said the real reason Boy George, you know who Boy George is?
Right.
Yes. The real reason Boy George wears all that makeup is he has a secret identity. Underneath all that lipstick and rouge, it's blank.
It's a girl?
It's a girl, George.
It's a
Underneath all that lipstick and rouge, it's girl George. Not too thrilled with girl George? Are you Boy George fans? Yeah. All right. What'd you say, Bill?
Well, I guess I was going in that direction, sort of. I figured it might possibly be a girl, and in that case, underneath all that lipstick and rouge might be lipstick and rouge.
Aha! All right. No match, but a
No match.
cleverly contrived answer.
Cleverly contrived.
Yes.
Now, you know, the economy is bad over there.
Yes.
And people like to make a little money, so I said underneath that was Margaret Thatcher.
You have tickled my fancy, and I will tickle yours. All right. Hello, Tim.
I want her answer. I said more lipstick.
More lipstick.
I was very confused.
All right. John, what came to your mind on this one?
Okay, well, Boy George lives over there, so you could say that underneath might be Margaret Thatcher, but he tours a lot over here, so I said underneath was Ronald Reagan.
That's a good one.
Their policies are very similar as well, I believe.
Yes. What have you got for us?
Well, I was sending out psychic signals to Gene because I put Girl George.
All right.
Girl George.
Uh-huh.
So you got one. All right. You are looking very pensive.
Oh, that's the idea.
Pensive, yes.
I find William Christopher to be a bright and insightful young man. I said lipstick and rouge.
Aha, so we had two of those. So there we are at the end of round one. You're ahead, Gene. 1-0 is the score, and we'll be back with round two right after this for you.
And go! From classic concentration
Lucky today.
to match game Hollywood Squares Hour.
Right to agree, and you in the game.
Prime.
Rib.
Never have so many shows been so primed for prime time.
So you ready to go?
I'm ready.
Buzzer Prime, weeknights starting at 8,
Oh, I love that.
right here on Buzzer.
Here we go. Hey, remember the old phone contest? We had a lot of fun with that, and we made some people richer. Well, we're going to do it once more. Today, we are starting our phone contest, and 5 of our lucky viewers will have a chance to win $5,000 and an appearance on an NBC soap opera as an actor or a lampshade or whatever. And now we've made our selection at random from your postcards, and our first home contestant is LaVon Miller from Springfield, Oregon. Let me make sure she's there. Hello, LaVon, are you there?
Hi, Gene. How are you?
I'm fine. Thank you for asking. How are you?
Oh, I'm just fine. Real excited, nervous.
No, don't take a deep breath. Not that much. It's making me too excited.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All right, are you ready? Hey, now listen, let me just tell you something.
Okay.
Merely for having your name drawn out of the big batch of cards that were sent to us, you're going to get $500. That's yours irrevocably, okay? Good. Now, you've got that. Now, one of our production assistants has already told you the names of today's celebrities who are on the stage here, right?
Yes.
All right, now, for the big prize, whom do you choose to match head-to-head here?
I'm going to take John.
You'll take John. All right, now John's going to write his answer, and don't give me your response until I call for it.
Okay.
All right? Here it is.
Okay.
Cracker blank. Cracker, C-R-A-C-K-E-R. Cracker blank. You think about that while John is writing, okay?
Okay, I will. I'm thinking.
John, are you ready?
I am.
John is ready.
In fact, ready.
All right. Now, your job is to match him. If you do, you get the $5,000.
Okay, I'm going to say it's Cracker Jack.
Cracker Jack. All right. Sounds pretty good to me, Levon. Let's see what you've got, John. She says Cracker Jack.
So you mean if I say Cracker Jack, she gets the prize?
Right.
I said Cracker Jack.
Cracker Jack! Congratulations, you got it. $5,500. She says thanks. That's enough, John. She's mine. She's got the money. Well, listen, you're going to get the $5,500. Will be sent to you in, where do you live again?
Springfield, Oregon.
In Springfield, Oregon.
Yes.
And we're going to look forward to seeing you make your television debut on an NBC soap opera.
Oh, I just can't believe this, Gene. We watch your show all the time, and we really enjoy it, and I'm just really excited about this.
Well, we're excited for you. Thank you, and congratulations, Levon.
Thank you.
Bye. All right. Yahoo! Powerful lungs. All right, now shall we continue? Follow me. Walk this way. If I could walk that way, would I? Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I didn't mean to bump you. All right, here we go to round two. Gene, you're ahead. You go first.
Okay, I'll try A again.
A it is. This is what A says. Fashionable Fran said, I just bought a beautiful dress made out of crushed velvet. Weird Wanda said, that's nothing. I just bought a dress made out of crushed blank. All right. We ready up there? Here we go with Gene Hirai. Fashionable Fran said, I just bought a beautiful dress made out of crushed velvet. Weird Wanda said, that's nothing. I just bought a dress made out of crushed blank.
Crushed dog fur? It's kind of weird.
Dog fur.
Weird one.
He's weirder than Weird Wanda.
Dog fur. Dog fur.
Gene, I can almost guarantee that no one here is going to say crushed dog fur. Bill, what do you say?
Well, I have to admit, dog fur immediately came to my mind almost instantaneously. But because it's rather chilly in here, and my mind runs in that direction right now, I said crushed ice.
Yes. Crushed ice. That would be weird. Dog fur wouldn't be weird. Hello.
Hi there.
Speaking of weirdos, what is your answer, Fan?
Where's Betty White when you need her?
Yes.
Now, here's the situation that they didn't tell you. You know, Fashionable Fran was an Italian person. So she had a dress made out of crushed garlic.
Crushed garlic. That's one of the things you do when you're preparing it. You crush it. Yes, sir.
Dog fur, huh, Gene?
Right.
Okay, Gene. I figured he was like an urban cowboy. I said cans. Beer cans.
Crushed beer cans. All right. Crushed what, John?
You know, I wrote down dog fur and I threw it out. If I could just get into this pile here.
Yeah.
No, I actually said ice. I'm
Crushed
so sorry.
ice is a good response. Robert, no doubt.
Thank you, Gene, for taking me off the hook. Crushed. It's not even worth stumbling over. Crushed rock.
Crushed rock.
That's just as bad as dog fur. That should match.
Not really. All right, so you remain at 1, and Wendy, it gives you a chance to catch up a little bit. Weird Willie is so weird. After he washes his blank, he starches it. You're laughing. You may laugh. All right. Okay. Wendy, Weird Willie is so weird after he washes his blank, he starches it.
His hair.
Hair is good, Wendy. You're making up for that last one. Bill?
Hair is very good.
Hair is excellent.
Hair is so good. And I didn't quite rise to hair. I was just underneath it with face.
Face. All right. Now, Fanny?
Yes, dear.
Hair is excellent.
Yes, it is.
She's making up for the other dreadful one.
Yes, and rightly so. Hair.
Hair it is. Tie score. At this point, it's possible the score may become untied.
Yeah, probably keep it from curling, wouldn't it?
Right. Yes. There it is. All right. 2 for Wendy.
Here today, going to
3 for Wendy. Yes, ma'am?
Hair.
4 for Wendy.
I told you, Christopher is a bright young man. Face.
Face it is. Something going on between you two guys?
Such faith.
Yes.
Such faith he has in me. I don't know.
Right. So there's round 2. Wendy has sprung into the lead 4-1. The third and final round right after this for you. Here we go with the third and final round. Wendy's ahead. You go first.
B, please.
All right, 2 people play. William and Robert, if you would. Bill and Bob. In the jungle, Jane said, Tarzan is becoming fashion conscious. He just bought a loincloth with a blank on it. It's a very easy one. Don't strain yourself. This is not a great intellectual exercise.
It isn't.
No.
Well, then we're leaving.
All right, here we go. Put him in the slot. Wendy. Jane said Tarzan is becoming fashion conscious. He just bought a loincloth with a blank on it.
With a Gucci signature on it.
A Gucci signature. All right, that's one possibility. What'd you say, Bill?
I hate to Gucci this up for you, but I said if I had a loincloth, I thought I would want to have a diamond on it.
A diamond on it.
That's the way I feel.
All right. What did you say?
Well, he shops rodeo, and I don't. I said a ribbon.
A ribbon.
Alligator.
Yeah, we were all expecting you to say alligator. You know, the...
Were you, Gene?
Yeah, and you a golfer. You wear those crazy shirts, those golf shirts.
Not unless they give them to me, Gene.
Oh, no, all right. Hello, Izod. Send a dozen. Sorted sizes and colors. Thank you very much.
A medium?
Yes. Extra large? No, large will be fine for me. Now, Gene, you need 3 to tie and 4 to win. Okay. Dumb Dora, so dumb. Sorry, you're going to have to pick up those cues a little faster there. When her husband bought her some plastic flowers, Dora blanked them. Dora blanked them.
Just so good at this game.
I can't play. I'm so good.
Ready, upper tier? Here we go. Dumb Dora so dumb, when her husband bought her some plastic flowers, Dora blanked them.
Watered.
Watered. Okay. 2 ways to go on that. Watered or planted, and he said watered. What do you say, Bill?
Well, as a gardener, my mind immediately went to planted, so I said watered.
Watered. 4-2 to score. Fanny?
Watered.
4-3 to score. Jim?
Watered.
4-4, tie score. All right, John, it's up to you. We did a tie.
So you mean if I say watered, he gets the prize?
Right.
Watered.
Watered it is. Come on down, Gene. Right there, if you wouldn't please, sir. Wendy, good luck on your coming blessed event. We're going to send some gifts to you from the match game. Wendy Lawson, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, congratulations.
Well, come back.
What do you feel? How do you feel?
Oh, great now.
Good. All right, we're going to switch to Thank you. Going to switch to Hollywood Squares now. We'll bring on 3 more celebrities. There's the rest of our furniture. John and I will trade places. Lots more excitement coming along. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
A member of our studio audience will receive a Kelvinator No Frost refrigerator featuring 3.6 cubic foot freezer, meat keeper, dual crispers, trim wall insulation, and ice maker capability, furnished by Kelvinator. And now, it's time for more of The Match Game. Hollywood Squares Hour with, from Gimme a Break, Gary Michelson. Bruce Baum. Marilyn Michaels. And taking over, the star of the Hollywood Squares, John Bauman.
Okay, drag your dog fur back here in 2 minutes and watch Hollywood Square.
And now, John Bauman and the Hollywood Square.
And welcome back. Welcome once again to Gene Hurray, right? As in, here's mud in her eye. And this is the man who brought you dog fur. He is miraculously standing here and moving on to play Hollywood Squares. Great recovery.
Thank you.
Very welcome. Okay, we have 3 brand new celebrities joining us as well. Bruce Baum, Kari Michelson, and Marilyn Michaels.
You got it!
You guys aren't related, are you? Bruce and I are related. He dropped the "un" from his name. Kari Michelson, which that's pronounced correctly, right?
Yes, it
As
is.
in carry me back to old Virginia. Kari, you and I were talking earlier about your age, which
Yes.
I think is fairly remarkable. How old are you, in fact?
How old do you think I am?
Well, I know.
I know you know.
Because you told me.
I'm 22.
Yes.
She is, in fact, no, she says she is.
You just wrecked it. No, I'm 22. Most people think I'm about 16 or 17.
And didn't you tell me that people take bets on it?
All the time. I used to work in a restaurant, and my tables would take bets. I was in the airport the other day, and 2 men came up to me and took bets on how old I was. I have people taking bets on my age all the time.
What was the age that won?
The age that won was 19. That was the closest. The other one was 16.
So that's, I guess, the closest retail age without actually going over, I suppose. Okay,
Yes.
Kari, give me a break and let's you and I zip over here and play Hollywood Square. Our defending champ has had a bit of time to think over her victory over this weekend. Her name is Jenny Paler. She is a waitress 4 nights a week, correct?
Correct.
Have you ever had a night as a waitress where you made $1,375?
No, I haven't.
I didn't think so. So you're off to a pretty good start. Now, just remind us about the rest of your life, if you would.
Well, I've been happily married since July, and I'm going to school working towards my teacher's credential.
Okay, well, this sort of...
She's been married for 9 years.
And only happily
This
married
July.
since July. I
Last
just would
July.
like to translate that joke for Bruce before we play Hollywood Squares until you hear the Time's Up bell, and whoever is ahead at that point goes on to play Supermatch, which can be worth up to $30,000. It has been done, and will be done again, I'm sure. First game is always worth $100, $25 for every square. Jenny Paler, take a good look at these stars and pick one.
Gene, please.
Gene Rayburn.
Yes.
Right off the bat.
1,680. That's the answer.
During Nancy Reagan's recent trip to China, a baby panda at the zoo did something unusual to her. Now, did he spray a mouthful of milk at her, or did he take a bite out of her shoe?
Well, they're gentle creatures. I don't think they bite. And I don't know why he would spit at our First Lady. I would think it would create an international incident. Have you got a third choice there?
That's it.
That's it, eh? Bite her shoe or spit in her face. Both of them are quite repugnant. Well, then we just have to take a guess at it, and you're on your own, all right? I'll say he spit.
He sprayed a mouthful of milk.
Sprayed a mouthful.
Yes. Sounds better. Agree or disagree, Jenny?
I'll agree.
During her trip to China, the panda sprayed a mouthful of milk at
All
Nancy
right.
Reagan. Yes, you're right to agree. Good for you. And then Nancy Reagan bit his shoe. Gene Harai, your move for an O.
Fanny, please.
Okay, Fanny Flagg in the center square. A logical choice. Your grandmother told you she doesn't want Aunt Hilda at her funeral. According to Dear Abby, when the time comes, should you ask Aunt Hilda not to come? Or should you just keep quiet, since what Grandma doesn't know won't hurt her?
Ooh. Who says this?
This is kind of interesting to me.
Yes,
It's
it is.
Dear Abby, yeah.
Dear Abby. Well, the wishes of the dead, aren't they always kind of important?
Who's going to tell?
Who's going to tell? I think that you would honor what your mother said and not have her.
Okay, so you should ask Aunt Hilda not to come.
Yes.
What do you say, Gene?
I agree.
Ask Aunt Hilda not to come. Yes, you're right to agree, and you get the square. So that evens us up. An X and an O are on the board. Jenny Paler, you are playing X, and it's your move.
Bruce, please.
Bruce Baum, into the breach.
I'm ready.
You just had a cup of decaffeinated coffee. Did you still get some caffeine from it? Or is decaffeinated coffee 100% caffeine free?
Well, now, I'm going into the aisles now of the supermarket, and I believe it's like 98% caffeine free. So I'm going to say there's a little bit of caffeine. We're talking tracer here.
Bruce says you still got some caffeine in decaffeinated coffee. What do you say, Jenny?
I'll disagree.
There is still some caffeine in decaffeinated coffee. So you should have agreed with Bruce. The audience was quite right to groan, and your opponent gets that square. Yes, Bruce, before we break?
I'll tell you what really ticks me off is you go out nowadays, you buy these cotton balls, and you take these cotton balls home, and you can't get any of them out till you get the gall darn aspirin off the top. They wedge them in there.
Well, you know, you can always count on Bruce to give us something to think about during the commercials. We'll be back right after these messages.
Stay tuned for more of the Match Game Hollywood Squares Hour. Now back to John Bauman and the Hollywood Square.
The man who brought you dog fur is ahead, 50-25. Well, it's early yet in Hollywood Squares, but it is your move, Gene. Pick a star.
Robert to win?
Yeah, this will give you the first game. Robert Donner, you're an NBC executive with a pet rat. Can you shred up the National Enquirer for his cage, or is the ink bad news for the rat?
Wow, what a great concept for a sitcom.
You mean a sitcom?
I'm an NBC executive.
With a pet rat.
With a pet rat. How about that for casting, folks? Have I set the new season yet? Or am I still talking to the rat? I'm joshing. I'm joshing. I'll work for anybody. As a matter of fact, there are toxic ingredients in the Enquirer. Your Enquirer can kill you if you eat it.
So you feel that the ink is bad news for the rat?
Bad news for the rat.
Okay. He says, don't put the National Enquirer in that rat's cage. Bad news. What do you say, Gene, for the game?
I agree.
It is bad news for the rat. That ink can do him in. You're right to agree. You get the square and you win the first game. Good for you. All right. So, 175 for the challenger, 25 for the champ, but it is early yet. We are going to clear the board immediately, sweep the 3 O's and a solitary X off of there, and we're going to start a $200 game with you, Jenny. Pick a star.
Marilyn, please.
Marilyn Michaels.
Hello.
What's older, Rona Barrett or the CIA?
Actually, I don't think that Rona would like this question, John, if you know what I'm talking about. Rona Barrett or the CIA? Well, I'm going to be very kind to Rona. Not that she's ever been kind to me. But I would say that the CIA definitely is older than Rona Barrett. I would.
Would you? She says the CIA is older. You agree. Thank you, Buzz. Rona Barrett is older than the CIA. The buzz was a little early, but it was in fact
die when she
accurate.
hears that.
Yes, you should have disagreed. The CIA, 1947. Rona, much older. I hate gossip. Gene, your move. You got 1-0 up there already.
Tim, please.
Okay, Tim, read. What does Lonnie Anderson say is the one thing she can't live without?
Me. No, just kidding.
You worked
Sorry,
with her for
Bert.
many years, right, at WKRP in Cincinnati. It's a perfect question for you. What does she say is the one thing Lonnie Anderson can't live without? Is it shoes or peroxide?
You know, Lonnie and I are friends, you know that.
Before you answered this question,
yes, I want you to know that. No, I would say shoes.
What do you say, Gene?
I agree.
Lonnie Anderson says she can't live without shoes. Yes, you're right to agree, and you get another square. We did check that with her PR people, and she said, yeah, that's fine. Say peroxide. Sure, it's funny. Okay, we're going to be back to complete our $200 game after these messages. Stick with us.
$200 to start with.
These shows
Ready to play?
Oh, yeah.
are primed.
Boy, am I getting out of her way.
For prime time.
Are you ready to have a go at it?
I'm ready.
And go!
From classic concentration
Feel lucky today.
to match game Hollywood Squares Hour.
Right to agree, and you win the game.
Prime.
Rib.
Never have so many shows been so primed for prime time.
So you ready to go?
I'm ready.
Buzzer Prime. Weeknights starting at 8.
Oh, I love that.
Right here on Buzzer.
$225 for Gene Harai and $25 for Jenny Taylor. Only one square on the whole day for the champ. You're going to have to fix that. Pick a star.
Robert to block, please.
Robert Donner. If she misses this question, Gene takes another game and has a pretty big lead. According to the book Sex in the USSR, it's a very short book.
It's a long winter.
According to the book Sex in the USSR, can you get a sex change operation in Russia? Or is that impossible over there?
Sure, you can get a sex change operation in Russia. You can't get a gold medal, but you can get a sex change operation.
Agree or disagree to block? He says you can get one.
I'll agree.
According to this book, Sex in the USSR, it is impossible to get a sex change operation in Russia. You should have disagreed with Robert. Your opponent gets that square, and your opponent wins another game. Well, it's just as well that it's impossible. They probably would have done it with a hammer and a sickle anyway. Congratulations to you, Gene Harai. You kind of backed into that one, but they all count. $450 for you, $25 for Jenny, but there is still time. Sweep the X's and the O's, rather, off of the board. And it's a $300 game, so you could do a substantial amount of catching up. You must be efficient. Pick a star.
Gene, please.
Gene Rayburn once again.
Concentrate.
Gene.
Yes.
Your clam has opened up.
Naturally.
And you can't close the shell. Does this mean the clam is flexing his muscles? Or is your clam dead?
No, he's not dead. Clam, that muscle is very strong. Have you ever opened a clam? There's a certain technique. You put it right there, then you take the clam knife and you go right, boom. It's delicious.
So he's just flexing his muscles?
He's just flexing his muscles, yeah.
Okay. He says, that clam's just flexing his muscles. What do you say, Jenny?
I'll agree.
Your clam is dead. You should have disagreed. And your opponent gets another square. I don't know. You're from Cape Cod. I figured Gene surely would know, but it says that clam is dead.
I have never seen a clam die with his mouth open. Never.
How about his boots on? Gene Harai, your move, you're playing O.
William, please.
Okay, William Christopher. First time in squares, huh?
Right.
Your son is about to marry a girl whose family is less socially prominent than yours. Now, according to etiquette expert Letitia Baldridge, is it okay for you to plan and pay for the wedding, or should you let the bride's family take care of it, no matter how trashy it turns out?
I'm going to talk to my son. I wonder what he's got on his mind. Well, I think that it would be in best taste, I hope Letitia agrees with me, that one would not step in. And although, of course, I can I can afford it. I'll let the other couple do what they think is right and pay for the wedding.
Let the bride's family take care of it, he says. What do you say, Gene?
I agree.
You should let the bride's family take care of it. Yes, you are right to agree. You continue your remarkable streak. And another O goes up there. Jenny, put an X up, if you can.
Bruce, please.
Bruce to block.
Which, by the way, I believe you can get a sex change in the Soviet Union if you want to run track.
Bruce Baum, your baby is born with a really hairy body.
Just the way I like them.
Will the hair soon fall out? Or had you better get used to a hairy kid?
Well, the first layer that comes on, because I had a baby about a year ago, and I'll tell you for.
I just had a baby 7 months ago.
Well, my wife did.
You know that? I did.
But it's great. What's great is to watch them grow up. Right now, she's got 4 teeth, and they're all on the top, and it's wonderful because we can use her in the garden as a rake.
So what do you say?
Just till her bottom teeth come in, then we got a hedge clipper. But no, they lose the first hair, because sometimes they come out black hair, and that falls out, and they're blonde. And then we don't have to we can let the mailman out again.
You're smart, Bruce, you know.
He says the hair will soon fall out for a very critical block. Do you agree or disagree?
Agree.
The hair will soon fall out. See? Yes, you did it. You're right to agree. You get the square, and you do block. Gene Harai, you were thwarted in that position, but you're still well ahead on the day. Pick a place for an O.
Teresa, please.
All right. Teresa from the Duck Factory. You're at a restaurant with your blind date and you're very bored. According to Mademoiselle magazine, is it okay to get away from him by going into the ladies' room for a few minutes? Or is that the height of tackiness?
Oh, I think if you're having a bad time, you could leave the premises. I definitely think it's okay to go to the ladies' room.
She says it's okay to go to the ladies' room to get away from that boring date. What do you say, Gene?
I agree.
It is okay to hide out in the ladies' room for a few minutes. You're right to agree, and you get the square. And the best part of this question is there is a footnote from Mademoiselle magazine. A footnote. It says 8 minutes maximum. I don't know how they arrived. Oh, the bell means that time is up. Time was up on that joke, and he has done it. $525. Gene Harai is our new champ. Congratulations. Wow. Sip yourself right over there. Join Gene. Get set for your shot at $30,000 potentially. And for you, you know, nothing to say really other than that it just wasn't your day. Friday was. Mm-hmm. You're lovely.
Thank you.
Your total leaving here is $1,425, and she's Jenny Paler. Congratulations. Take it away, Gene.
Okay, here we go. Here's the champ, the new champ. We'll be back with him and the stars for a go at the big money right after these messages.
1, 8, 2.
Say it again. 1,
8, 2. 1, 8, 2.
And now, here to play the super match is Gene Rayburn.
Thank you, Gene Wood. All right. Shall we?
I'm ready.
You are ready. He could win up to $30,000 here in the super match. Let's go. We polled an audience not too long ago and said, write down your best answer to this. Blank race. If you give us the answer they wrote down most often, we give you 1,000. And for the second most popular, 500, and 250 for the third. Any 3 of the 9 stars are allowed to offer a little assistance here. Whom do you call on?
Kari.
Rat.
Rat race. She says rat race. There's one.
John.
I was just going to stick with simple running race.
Running race. All right, you have 2 now.
Teresa.
Car race?
Car race. So you have running race, car race, and rat race. Now, you have to make a decision. You choose one of those, or if you think there's some better ones that might be up there in the $1,000 number,
yeah, I have a better
you choose that one. Too late.
I know.
I'm going to try my own horse.
Yeah. Horse race. All right. He says horse race is up there. Let's go up there and find out if it is indeed, and where is it? That's the question. Is it under the $250 response? Human race is there. That's a good one. All right. the $500 response says horse race. Congratulations, you got the 500. Now, all of you people out there in the audience who yayed a lot when he said horse race, what do you say now? Rat race.
Rat race?
You say rat race now. All right, that's the answer that Kari gave you. All right, slide the $1,000 response. Rat race it is. Very good, Kari. Now, you've got $500. Time now for the head-to-head match with any star of your choosing. And after you've made your selection, we'll ask the star to reveal the hidden number, and we'll multiply the $500 by whatever number is revealed at that time. It'll be a 10, a 20, and somewhere up there is 130.
John.
Oh. All right, John. Ready, set, go. 20. So you are playing for $10,000. Good luck, Eugene. Here we go. Cable blank. C-A-B-L-E blank. Cable blank. John's ready. It's up to you to match him now. If you do, you get the $10,000. What do you say?
TV?
Cable TV. All right. Cable TV gets you $10,000 if John says cable TV.
Well, this is one of those cases, you know, usually when you're sitting kind of with people here, everybody writes down what they think, and you just kind of check yourselves in an odd way. And a couple of people seem to be of the opinion that the best thing here to say was car.
Cable car?
But I went with my first instinct and said TV.
Cable TV. Congratulations, Gene. All right. Cablevision. Cablevision was another possibility. Well, you got a grand total of $11,025. Congratulations, Gene Harai. We'll be back with him and the stars right after these messages. All right, now we're going to find out which of the stars had the big number.
Clapping
the
now.
130 that's up there. Stars, ready, set, go.
Yank your tab.
Robert Donner had it. Robert was the big number there today, but you did very well.
He would have said car, actually, most likely, Robert Donner.
Really?
Yeah, he wrote it.
Well, you've got over $11,000, and we'll see you here tomorrow, okay?
Fantastic.
Good. Gene Rayburn inviting you to join us tomorrow.
John Bowman saying $11,000 ain't dog fur, and so long for the Match Game Hollywood Squares Hour.
A member of our studio audience will receive a white sewing machine with 10 built-in utility and stretch stitches on one color-coded dial. Lightweight with built-in handle for easy portability, furnished by White Sewing Machine. This is Rich Jeffries speaking for the Match Game Hollywood Squares Hour, a Mark Goodson television production.